What I wish I knew at dinner in Montecito instead of at home. Sometimes the most unforgettable stories unfold in the places you least expect. Imagine a night where the air is tinged with anticipation, the sky painted in deep purples and blues as dusk settles over Montecito. The restaurant glows softly, its windows promising warmth and exclusivity. This is the kind of place where secrets are whispered and every table has a story. That even the most ordinary evenings can take a wild turn, especially with royalty in the room. The laughter, the clinking of glasses, the gentle hum of conversation, everything feels perfectly normal until it isn't. Tonight, the restaurant is alive with the energy of people unwinding, celebrating, and savouring the moment. But beneath the surface, something extraordinary is about to happen. One request later, and everyone was left speechless. It's the kind of moment that freezes time, where every eye in the room turns, every conversation halts, and the air grows thick with curiosity. You can almost hear the collective intake of breath as the unexpected unfolds. The Montecito hotspot was buzzing with the usual energy, soft lights, gentle chatter, and the clink of forks against plates. The decor is elegant but understated, with plush seating and artfully arranged flowers on every table. Waiters glide between guests, balancing trays of delicacies and bottles of wine. It's a scene of effortless sophistication, the kind of place where every detail is curated for comfort and class. Meghan and Harry were tucked away in the corner, enjoying a rare hint of privacy. Their table is partially hidden by a velvet curtain, a small oasis in the midst of the bustling dining room. They lean in close, sharing quiet words and the occasional smile, savouring a moment away from the spotlight. For a brief time, they are just another couple enjoying a night out. But then, Meghan leaned in, her voice calm yet commanding, and made a request that instantly sent a ripple through the room. It wasn't loud, but it carried weight. The kind of request that makes people sit up a little straighter, that makes the staff pause mid-step. The energy in the room shifts, subtle at first, then unmistakable. She asked if the entire dining room could be cleared for the rest of their meal. The words hang in the air, almost surreal. The server blinks, unsure if they heard correctly. Around them, the other guests continue their conversations, oblivious to the drama quietly unfolding in their midst. That's right, every other guest gone. The request is simple, but the implications are enormous. One by one, the staff begins to approach tables, quietly informing guests that their evening is coming to an unexpected end. Some diners protest, others are simply stunned. The room, once filled with laughter and conversation, begins to empty. The server blinked, the hostess exchanged panicked glances, and within seconds, the manager was on the scene. Conversations fizzled, forks hovered mid-air. The staff moves quickly but discreetly, trying to maintain the restaurant's reputation for discretion and luxury. But there's no hiding the tension that now fills the air. Whispers spread as everyone tried to act casual, while obviously not. Some guests glance around, trying to catch the eye of the staff, hoping for an explanation. Others pull out their phones, texting friends or snapping discreet photos. The atmosphere is charged, every movement watched, every word weighed. The room turned electric with curiosity. What could possibly warrant such a dramatic request? Was it a matter of security, privacy, or something else entirely? Theories swirl, each more outlandish than the last. For a moment, the entire restaurant is united in a single, shared experience. One of confusion, intrigue, and a touch of disbelief. And just like that, what started as a quiet dinner became the story everyone in that restaurant would never forget. As guests file out, some shake their heads in disbelief, others laugh at the absurdity of it all. Outside, small groups gather to compare notes, piecing together the events of the evening like detectives at a crime scene. Inside, the restaurant is eerily quiet. The clatter of dishes and the hum of conversation have been replaced by a heavy silence. The staff moves quickly to clear tables, their faces a mix of confusion and resignation. For them, it's just another night in Montecito, albeit one they'll be talking about for weeks to come. The manager gathers the staff for a quick huddle, voices low and urgent. How do you handle a request like this? What's the protocol when royalty asks for the impossible? There's no manual for moments like these, only instinct and a desire to keep everyone happy. This isn't the first time the restaurant has hosted celebrities. Over the years, it's become a favourite haunt for the rich and famous, a place where privacy is prized above all else. But tonight's events are on another level, a story that will be whispered about long after the last plate is cleared. Back at Meghan and Harry's table, the mood is calm. They seem unfazed by the commotion, focused on each other and their meal. For them, this is a rare moment of peace, a chance to enjoy each other's company without the prying eyes of the public. The kitchen, meanwhile, is in overdrive. The chef prepares a special dessert, a gesture of goodwill for the royal guests. Every detail is perfect, from the delicate sugarwork to the handwritten note on the plate. It's a small way to make up for the chaos of the evening. The dessert arrives at the table, and Meghan and Harry share a quiet laugh. For a moment, the tension in the room melts away. The staff watches from a distance, relieved to see their guests enjoying themselves. Outside, the night grows darker. The last of the guests have gone, and the street is quiet. Inside, the staff begins the slow process of resetting the dining room, preparing for another day. In the kitchen, the staff can't help but share stories. Some are incredulous, others amused. It's a night they'll remember, a story to tell friends and family for years to come. Outside, guests linger, reluctant to let the night end. Some call for rides, others stand in small groups, replaying the events of the evening. Theories abound. Was it a security threat, a need for privacy, or simply a royal whim? Phones buzz with messages and photos. You won't believe what just happened. The story spreads quickly, each retelling more dramatic than the last. The restaurant sign glows in the night, a silent witness to the evening's events. For those who were there, it's a night they'll never forget. Just hours earlier, the mood was light and carefree. Guests arrived in high spirits, ready for a night of good food and good company. No one could have predicted how the night would end. The staff had prepared meticulously, as they always do. Every table was set to perfection, every glass polished until it sparkled. The restaurant prides itself on attention to detail, on creating an atmosphere of effortless luxury. Meghan and Harry's reservation was noted with extra care. The staff knew to expect discretion, to provide privacy without being intrusive. It's a delicate balance, one they've perfected over years of serving high-profile guests. Before the guests arrived, the staff rehearsed their roles. Polite responses, discreet service, and a watchful eye for anything out of the ordinary. Security protocols were reviewed just in case. As the evening began, everything went according to plan. Guests were seated, menus handed out, wine poured with a flourish. The restaurant hummed with the promise of a perfect night. When Meghan and Harry arrived, the staff greeted them with practiced warmth. They were led to their table, tucked away from prying eyes. For a while, it seemed like any other night. Around them, other guests enjoyed their meals, oblivious to the presence of royalty. The atmosphere was relaxed, the food exquisite, the service impeccable. But as the night wore on, word began to spread. Subtle glances, whispered conversations. Some guests recognized the famous couple. Others were simply curious about the extra attention from the staff. And then, the moment that changed everything. Meghan leaned in, her voice calm but firm, and made her now famous request. The server's eyes widened in surprise, unsure how to respond. The manager was called over, and a quiet conversation ensued. The staff gathered discreetly, trying to decide how to proceed. It was a delicate situation, one that required tact and diplomacy. One by one, the staff approached other tables, explaining the situation as gently as possible. Some guests were understanding, others less so. The mood shifted from confusion to disbelief, then to reluctant acceptance. As guests gathered their things and left, the restaurant emptied quickly. Some shook their heads in disbelief, others laughed at the absurdity of it all. It was a night no one would soon forget. Inside, the staff worked quickly to reset the dining room. Dishes were cleared, tables wiped down, and quiet conversations filled the silence. It was a surreal end to an otherwise ordinary night. For Meghan and Harry, the evening continued in peace. Soft music played in the background, and for a while they were able to enjoy a sense of normalcy that is rare in their world. The chef peeked out from the kitchen, relieved to see the guests enjoying their meal. The staff exchanged smiles, grateful that the night had ended without incident. As the night drew to a close, the restaurant lights dimmed. The staff finished their work, and the last of the guests disappeared into the night. Montecito slept peacefully, unaware of the drama that had unfolded behind closed doors. For those who were there, it was a night to remember, a story to be told and retold, growing more legendary with each telling. And so, the legend of Meghan Markle's unforgettable restaurant request lives on, a reminder that even the most ordinary nights can become extraordinary with just a single unexpected twist.